To WA now, where the Liberals at the state level have just gone into a party room meeting where their leader, Libby Mettam, will attempt to stare down any challenges to her leadership. Speculation has been rife that the party will dump Ms Mettam for the Perth Lord Mayor, Basil Zempilas. My colleague Ashley Gillen is following the story. Ash, how is this morning likely to pan out?
Well, it depends, Kieran, if anyone has the guts in the party room to put forward a motion to spill the leadership. Basil Zempilas is running as a candidate for the state seat of Churchlands in the upcoming state election, which is due on March 8 next year. He is, as you mentioned, currently the Lord Mayor, and the speculation really has been rife for months now that he wants to be leader of the party. He obviously has a huge profile here in Western Australia because of the mayor position and also his broadcasting career prior to that. Now, Basil Zempilas has said that he won't challenge the current leader, Libby Mettam, but hasn't ruled out stepping into the leadership if it is declared vacant. Libby Mettam has understandably been getting very frustrated at all of this speculation, and that's why she's calling for her colleagues to either bring it on today or put up and shut up. If Basil Zempilas does become the leader, he'd be doing a Campbell Newman and running from outside the parliament. It would certainly mix things up here in WA politics.
How dire are the Liberals' prospects looking ahead of the state election? It's such an interesting time, delicate time really, in terms of sort of the balancing the state and federal campaigns, because the election's coinciding, or at least very close to one another.
Oh, absolutely. And look, you've got to realise the context here in Western Australia is that the Liberal Party here is at such a weak position. They're coming off a ridiculously low benchmark. The Liberal Party in WA only holds 2 lower house seats, and they don't even hold the title of the opposition or opposition leader's office, because the Nationals ended up winning more seats than the Liberals at the last election, so they don't even hold that official opposition title here. A poll published in the West Australian today, which I should point out was funded by an unknown Perth businessman, not the party. This poll is suggesting that the party would be re-elected, the Cook government rather would be re-elected with 57% of the vote on a two-party preferred basis if things stand as they are. It has the Liberal Party under Libby Mettam's leadership getting a 31% primary vote. But when people were then asked, well, what would you do if Basil Zempilas was the leader? The poll then suggests the Liberal Party would boost their primary vote to 38%. That'd be a 3% swing towards the Liberals at that upcoming election. Now, no one is suggesting the Liberals can win that state election regardless of who the leader is, but obviously it's been a pretty dire time for the West Australian Liberals, so they'd be pretty keen to increase the number of seats that they have in the House from 2 up to at least, well, they'd need to get a lot more than that, obviously, to be a real player in terms of an effective opposition.
Yeah, indeed. Just more than a couple would be a good start. Thanks, Ash. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.